City.
Hi, my name is Ace, this is Landon, and this is Paul.
Land surveying engineers were vital in the design of our city. Land surveying is a technique in science of accurately determining the terrestrial or three-dimensional position of points and the distances and angles between them.
Land surveyors determine the legal property lines and help determine the exact locations of real estate and construction projects.
Since our city is located in Manila Bay, we have to consider many factors for city layout and planning. Our city is located on man-made islands in the bay. The land surveyors were vital to help with the design and construction of these islands.
So what kind of tools do land surveyors use?
Land surveyors use GPS, creep meters, and tilt meters, which help them determine if an area is safe to build on. Also, they determine if there are fault lines nearby.
They also use tape measures, plumb bobs, 3D scanners, laser levels, and theodolites. A theodolite is an instrument for measuring both horizontal and vertical angles using triangulation networks or geolocation work.
What is geolocation work?
It is the geographic coordinates of a location, and it can be found using a GPS or global positioning system, which uses satellites to determine the exact location of a given object or place.
The surveyors then use laser levels to survey the land to see if it's level enough to build on.
Areas where fault lines are present need to be carefully monitored so that buildings and structures can be precisely planned and designed by structural engineers.
Land surveyors study the topography of a land to help determine if the proper placement of our buildings. Topography is the natural contours, elements, and elevation of land, such as sinkholes and hills.
A topography map was created with contour lines and to show the different elevations of Pearl City. Contour lines increase the increments of 10 meters. The topography map of the seafloor was also needed before the man-made islands could be constructed.
Cartographers were used in the design of maps in Pearl City. Cartography is a science or practice of drawing maps.
Another tool surveyors use is the GIS, or Geographic Information System. The GIS is where engineers analyze and manage geographic data.
GIS technology can alert people of natural disasters such as landslides. GIS systems have also been used to address land issues. GIS technologies have been added to many different government management agencies.
But did you know that surveyors can use unmanned area vehicles, or UAVs? They can make measurements just as ground surveyors could, but they can reach remote and risky areas such as high in the mountains.
When we designed our city, we took into account many factors for the different zones. Our commercial zone is between the residential and industrial zones, so that way the residents don't have to be bothered by the industries, and so that the commercial zone isn't super far away from the residents. That makes it easier for them. The residents are closer to schools, shopping, and the business district for work.
Our industrial zone is located near the ocean since the primary source of energy is our hydrogen extracted out of methane hydrates.
The methane hydrates are supplemented into methane gas. Then the methane is converted into pure hydrogen and carbon through a process where the methane gas is bubbled up through a liquid metal alloy catalyst containing nickel and bismuth. The hydrogen and carbon both get used in our industries for either fuel or building materials.
Geological engineers make sure the ocean floor is restabilized after we mine the methane hydrates from below the seafloor. The spaces or cavities that remain after mining need to be filled with seawater to prevent collapse, which could cause subsequent tsunamis. We use surveying techniques underwater just like a surveyor would on land.
There are actually more than one type of land surveys, like topographic surveys, boundary survey, and location survey. The word survey means to study, so land surveyor is the study of the shape and contours of the land. A boundary survey is the study of the exact location of the boundaries by using surveying devices to measure.
What would a person have to do if they wanted to become a land surveyor?
They would have to take many classes and pass a test from the NCEES, or the National Council of Examiners for Engineering and Surveying.
So there you have it. Land surveying has many forms, tools, and techniques to determine the shape, contours, and features of the land, as well as the proper placement of buildings, homes, parks, and industries. We use these techniques to help create the beautiful city before you.